All right, so everybody's talking about Shiyaaka Sky versus Herbes Troublantes. As a man that absolutely adores Herbes Troublantes, I feel like I have a decent opinion here. And I've been using Herbes Troublantes since about December 2025. Actually, prior to that, because first I got this Guerlain Iconic Harmony collection and around just before Thanksgiving of 2025, which contains Herbes Troublantes. And as you can see, I put a pretty good dent in it before I just went ahead and pulled the trigger on buying one of these 20 milliliter, 2x 20 milliliter refill kits with the flacken sack. So they had a little deal. Keep an eye on Guerlain's website because every once in a while they do deals where you get the flacken sack for free and it holds this refill bottle. You get two of these for $240 plus the free flacken sack, and the flacken sack itself is $190. So keep an eye out for those deals. That's a good deal. Before we get into the comparison, leave your comment below. What's your favorite Freshie? And you're going to get this very nice Guerlain bag here and a sample of Guerlain Herbes Troublantes. Free sample Herbes Troublantes, baby. We'll just do a nice little randomized selector and pick a winner. But you have to comment your favorite Freshie in order to be eligible. There you go. So let's get into this big debate here. First, let's talk Shiyaaka Sky. This is a pretty new release. I have to give a shout out to Fragrance Flan for putting me onto this one. I would have had no idea that this even existed if it weren't for him. This is my first inspired by fragrance that I've ever purchased. First dupe, whatever you want to call it. The bottle itself, nice color. Why does it look like a deodorant stick, Khadlaj? Like, what's up with the design team? You guys have got to be printing money over there. This whole Shiyaaka collection looks like a speed stick. There's one point of deduction, but to each their own. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty nice bottle. I really like the color. I like the ridges. But more importantly, what do I think it smells like? When you open it right away, I have to admit, it smells very similar to Herbes Troublantes. But when you spray it, does it still smell like Herbes Troublantes? The opening is a bit synthetic to my nose, I would say. Let's see what Herbes Troublantes smells on the tester strip. So much cleaner, so much cleaner. We've got my sister Molly behind the camera. Let's see what you think on the initial spray. That is, well, I don't want to tell you what's what. You tell me which one you think smells better on initial spray.
You already told me. I know which one I'm smelling.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, this one is stronger.
Is that?
On the initial spray. And that
is that Shiyaaka Sky?
Shiyaaka Sky.
Okay, Shiyaaka Sky. I would agree.
On paper.
Yeah, I would agree. Even on skin, I think.
Yeah.
I think Shiyaaka Sky is slightly stronger right out of the gate. It's a little bit more synthetic right out of the gate.
Much more synthetic.
Yeah, much more synthetic right out of the gate. But it does dry down quickly. That synthetic aroma dries down pretty quickly. Oh, it's just so much cleaner. Herbes Troublantes is so much cleaner. We've got just a beautiful, high-end, most luxurious soap you've ever put on your body. You're at the most expensive hotel in Paris. And this one, I mean, it's still really nice.
Or as I like to say, you bought a bar of Irish Spring soap.
Yeah, a bar of the best Irish Spring soap versus Kirkland's Irish Spring soap.
Don't be hating on Kirkland.
No, I'm not hating. But
Shiyaaka Sky is gone on the paper, I think.
Is it? The other thing I would say, another analogy I would make is Outback steak, Jeff Ruby's steak. They both have a lot of similarities. They both accomplish a very similar thing. But you're just getting a much better premium experience here at Jeff Ruby's than you are at Outback Steakhouse. And is it worth a 200 milliliter here. Well, I guess we'll compare price wise 100 milliliter versus 100 milliliter. This is $445 for 100 milliliter. This was $44.50 for 100 milliliter. So we're talking a pretty significant price savings, $400 to be exact. So is this worth $400 more for the same amount? I was going to pull the trigger on a 200 milliliter Herbes Troublantes next because I love this so much and I've been running through these little guys really quickly because, I mean, you really need like 15, 20 sprays of Herbes Troublantes when you're wearing it if you want it to last for more than an hour and a half, which kind of hurts the value proposition, but the smell's so good that it's worth doing it. So before I pulled the trigger on paying $645 for a 200 milliliter on Guerlain's website, I decided, what's the risk in paying $44.50 to try this out and see, is it really close? Because so many people were saying it's pretty damn close. And I gotta admit it's close.
It's close.
I gotta admit it's close. I didn't want it to be this close. I don't know why. I shouldn't want it to be this close because it saves a lot of money here. It's not exactly the same. I did not just open this. I opened it a few days ago when I got it because I wanted to experience this, for a few hours, see how long it lasted comparatively. So I spent a few days where I put Shiyaaka Sky on my left arm. I put Herbes Troublantes on my right arm. The experience with Herbes Troublantes is just better. It's just better. This one dries down a little bit more citrusy, but it does last a little bit longer. Neither of them last a whole long time. Shiyaaka Sky lasts a little bit longer. This one, you're getting a more premium wear experience for 2.5 hours, somewhere in that range. This one, you're getting a similar wear experience, similar aroma, slightly cheaper feel, smell. Like you can smell the ingredient difference. We're using the best of the best ingredients here. We're using good ingredients, I assume, but it's just not accomplishing the exact same experience that Herbes Troublantes accomplishes. Is it a $400 difference? I don't think so. I think if you want this type of aroma, you can most definitely get away with Shiyaaka Sky. If you have some money, if you're an older gentleman like me that's saved some money and you just love fragrances and you love Guerlain and you love Herbes Troublantes and you love waking up in the morning and seeing that big bottle of Herbes Troublantes on your desk, then I'm probably going to pull the trigger on a 200 milliliter Herbes Troublantes. I'm just being honest. But this will delay my purchase. Like I was getting ready, as you know, I was getting ready to pull the trigger on a 200 milliliter Herbes Troublantes. Literally in a few days, then I heard about this and I was like, well, hold on. Let me pause that real quick. Give this a shot. See if this will delay my purchase. And I think it might delay it a little bit. So this will give me the chance to put those funds towards some other things to try. And we'll see how it goes.
Tell them about mom and dad, their experience when you just kind of blind sprayed for them. So the day I got this in, I took it to my parents' house. We were all having dinner, me, Molly behind the camera, my mom, dad. My mom has worn fragrances for years. She's actually the one that got me into fragrances when I was a little kid. She's always said a woman loves a good smelling man. She had me wearing fragrances when I was like 7 years old. And I started with like Issey Miyake, Acquadigio, Polo Black, all that stuff. But I only had like one bottle at a time and I would use that whole bottle to do something else. So anyway, I took these two over there and I said, I opened this for the first time. I hadn't experienced this yet myself, so we all experienced it together. My sister has experienced herbs plenty of times, so she was very familiar with Herbes Troublantes, but she had never experienced this either, obviously. So I took it out, I sprayed it on some tester strips. My dad absolutely despises fragrances. He was a fighter pilot in the Marines for 20 years. He's a retired Marine. Never worn cologne in a day in his life, I don't think. But he does. I think he does enjoy that we're enjoying it. He's starting to like really be more receptive, and he will smell things. He'll play along. So I sprayed this on a tester strip, these two, and I had everybody blind spray it, and everybody, even my dad that has no idea what he's doing, picked Herbes Troublantes, said the other one smelled cheap. I don't smell the cheapness that they smelled personally, except right away. And I did let it dry down a second before I had them smell it. So that cheap, intro should have been gone. They picked it on skin too, because I sprayed one arm with one arm with the other, and did not divulge to anyone.
Yeah.
You actually picked it too, but that doesn't surprise me. But both of them picked Herbes Troublantes.
Even more impressive.
Yeah.
Even more impressive. And then I tried to pick it on skin, but I had just sprayed King Blue on you, Amouage King Blue.
Yeah.
And even through the Amouage King Blue, I told you that was the Herbes Troublantes. And that's crazy. So that just shows you, I mean, there is a difference, man. There is a difference. So lastly, here we have dry down strips of Shiyaaka Sky Herbes Troublantes sprayed about 30, 40 minutes ago. So I just wanted my sister and I to smell the dry down strips and see if we can spot any difference after a dry down. Because we know we've established it opens cheaper on Shiyaaka Sky. You can smell the synthetics. You can smell just the superior or the inferiority versus Herbes Troublantes. But once it dries down on skin, I think it becomes more difficult to tell them apart. So on strip, we haven't done a dry down strip test, so figured that'd be fun. Damn. That smells like Herbes. It is Herbes Troublantes. Oh, man.
You know, the thing I don't like about Herbes Troublantes is that you lose it so fast.
I know. That is the downside to the value proposition. Herbes Troublantes.
Oh, this smells good.
The Shiyaaka Sky gets better.
I smelled it first.
Yeah.
I think it's actually stronger than dry down. Like longer lasting.
Mm-hmm. How the hell do you do this? Oh, there we go. These flacken sacks are a little tricky sometimes. They're really nice, though. That's a really nice thing they got here going.
I almost wonder if it has to do with what you smell first.
I think
they both smell like Irish spring soup.
I think they both.
Which is not a bad thing.
I think Shiyaaka Sky. In closing, I think if you're balling on a budget and you want to smell like Herbes Troublantes, you're getting the job done here, for the most part. I think you're getting close enough to where it's all good. I don't think you have to spend the $4.45 to get Herbes Troublantes, unless you're balling for real, for real. So I'm gonna wear this for a while. This is I had two of these, and I'm down to half of my last one. So I'm gonna have to make a decision here real soon. But I'm almost certain I'm gonna go ahead and buy Herbes Troublantes. It's just that good, man. It doesn't last that long, but it's just that good. So remember, comment below your favorite Freshie. I'm gonna randomly pick a winner from the comment section, and you're gonna get this Guerlain Herbes Troublantes brand new sample.
Yeah.
And
let us know if you have found a dupe for Guerlain Musk
Ultra Blanc,
which is my favorite of the Guerlain fragrances.
Yeah, and if you're curious what we have here, we got.
And I don't want to spend.
We've got Guerlain Herbes Troublantes, Guerlain Cherry Oud, Guerlain Musk Ultra Blanc, and the ever elusive Guerlain Le Homme Ideal Cologne Forte, which just came in the mail. It sold out after the first release. I got an email notification that it was back, and bought it right away, and it already sold back out. So I think I'll do a review on that next. Peace.